Hi everyone, my name is Richard Ash and I'm a candidate for Ward 2 City Council. In order to understand my passion for Ward 2 and the city, it is important for voters to know what and who brought me here. I am a fourth generation lifelong Ward 2 resident and homeowner. My great-grandparents migrated to Winter Street in Quincy Point in the early 1900s. My grandfather, Abe Abdallah, worked at Boston Gear Works and then enjoyed a 30-plus year career with the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office, retiring as Assistant Deputy Superintendent. My maternal grandmother, Chickie Abdallah, was a community staple for the 60 years that she called Quincy Point home. She was very active at St. Joseph's Parish, served on the Quincy Beaches Commission, the Ward 2 Civic Association, and the Fort River Shipyard Redevelopment Project. She also volunteered tirelessly for many local organizations. She left me not only with her record collection, but an unparalleled determination to make this ward and Quincy a better place for all of its residents. I share this as a background because it is the reason I'm standing here today asking for your vote on November 7th. At a very young age, I was exposed to all things Ward 2. I attended Clifford Marshall, Point Webster, and Quincy High. I hold a bachelor's in finance from Suffolk University and went on to earn my Juris Doctorate from Suffolk Law. I am a civil litigation attorney here in Quincy. I've been the president of the Ward 2 Civic Association for the last 3 years. I'm an ambassador of the Chamber of Commerce, hold board positions with a number of nonprofits in the city, am a council member of the Norfolk Bar Association, and also a justice of the peace. As a lifelong resident, I know that we have enjoyed a long line of very active, accessible, hardworking, and involved Ward 2 city councilors, and I also know that I'm more than capable of carrying on that torch. My first priority for the ward is our seniors and both their safety and livelihood. Ward 2 has the highest number of senior citizens who deserve to feel protected and cared for in their own homes. Recently, I represented the 1000 Southern Artery Tenants Organization with respect to grievances about their building and safety. After some months of back and forth, we received assurances that the management company is installing new security cameras and a key fob system. The first priority is making sure those plans are followed through and making myself available as a resource to all of the seniors in our neighborhoods. Further to that point, a huge priority is to bring full senior programming back to the Fort River Clubhouse. I am a proponent of smart development. For example, a rehab of the Washington Street corridor is long overdue. Finding new businesses that fit the needs of the residents and bringing them into the ward is something that I plan to facilitate. Beautifying the area with new trees and benches is also very important. On the other hand, promoting our green spaces, our parks, and our beaches, keeping our neighborhoods quiet and free of overdevelopment is imperative. Through the Ward 2 Civic Association and funding secured by our state delegation, we recently purchased a shade structure for Mount Street Beach with new tables for families to enjoy. I have hosted 3 Fall Fridays food truck and music events recently in order to show residents the level of programming and community involvement I think we should have access to. These events were held in the 2 bookends of Ward 2 and 2 very important gateways to our city, at Faxon Park and Fort River Field. Cultural diversity, especially with respect to our schools, taxes, infrastructure, and roads are also top issues that I plan to tackle. However, my biggest priority is communication and advocacy, qualities and skills that I offer to my clients every single day. I've been disappointed as a Ward 2 resident in the lack of representation recently. It is a very important time here in the city of Quincy, and it is crucial that Ward 2 isn't left behind. There are a number of projects, namely the Fort River Clubhouse and Faxon Park, that should have been completed long ago, but have been at a standstill for years. We cannot allow our neighborhoods to fall behind the 8 ball, and I plan to advocate and not only make sure every resident's concerns are voiced at City Hall, but also that our projects are being completed in a timely manner and regularly update folks on the same. Ward 2 deserves regular newsletters and community meetings, not just during election years. It is important to note that all current councilors enjoying incumbency are able to cite the city's work as improvements that they are responsible for. However, I've been at your doors over the last 5 months talking with all of you and asking for your support and vote. I plan to be proactive, think outside the box, fight for resources, and make Ward 2 the best area of the city. It truly has been an amazing experience reconnecting with folks and getting to know new friends. I grew up here. I'm more than passionate about it. I have the educational, professional, and personal qualifications to take on this seat and represent Ward 2 at this very important time. The Ward 2 City Council seat is an extension of not just my life, but many of my family members. I have always been your neighbor, I have always been your friend, and I've always been your advocate. With your vote on November 7th, I will be your next Ward 2 City Councilor. For more information, to volunteer, to donate, To request a lawn sign, please visit richardashforquincy.org.